Hi everyone, me Christine from New Jersey. Welcome to another episode of Let's Talk Business. How are you guys? How's your weekend doing? And today I have a very special guest. He's a dadpreneur, solopreneur, and a nursepreneur. A guy who had a handful responsibilities, but he was able to manage all his responsibilities by and in spite of that being a digital business owner. Without further ado, I would like to introduce to you all my fellow business partner, Jason Nieves. Hi, Jason.
Hi, Christine. Thank you for having me.
Okay, I'm really excited to talk to you because I've been talking to females all these past months, and I said, let me try a male. And you have your story resonate with me. You're a solo dad, a solopreneur, and a nursepreneur. So I'm looking forward to hear your story and your journey, especially
Yes.
when you become a digital business owner. So before we proceed, do you mind introducing yourself to everyone and tell me your life challenges prior to joining the digital business?
Awesome. Yes. So my name is Jason Nieves. I'm a nurse, full-time dad, um, full-time business owner, and I just moved from Seattle to Florida.
Oh,
Um, I started this business a while ago, but um, I needed time with my friends, my family. Most of us know as nurses, we put a lot of time in.
yeah,
Yeah, we put more. It seems like we put more time in at work than we do at home.
that's
So
right.
I needed something to create more time with my family. So when I saw this opportunity, I jumped on it. Like Christine said, when I saw this business, I seen a lot of females doing this. But I said, if the ladies can do this, I can do this.
Of
But
course.
don't get me wrong. I do get plenty of help from my mentor. She's great. Uh, but it was pretty exciting to see this. Most of us spend a lot of time online on our phones. So I said, this is a no brainer. I'm on my phone. I'm at work. I'm on my phone. I'm at home. I'm on my phone. And if anybody can do this, um, I can do this. So
Yeah, I
I
could
jumped in.
resonate with you. Yeah, we've got a handful. We have our kids, we have our work. We have to work full time, and being in a nursing career, it's really not easy because you really have to spend most of your hours there. And this business really fit our situation. Our being a single father, a single mom, and having kids with you, you need time with them. And
Yes, yes.
it's business really. I know how you feel that it really helped you a lot. It helped me a lot in so many ways. Like me, I don't work weekends anymore. And as you mentioned before we start the live, you don't work weekends too, right?
Right. Yes.
That's
No,
good.
no, no weekends. It's crazy. You work 40, 50 hours a week. Um, for me, I would work all this time and then plan for vacation, so I can have that quality time with my family, with my friends. But the more I do this, I find myself having more time with my family, which is what I really wanted. So, I mean, if you're ever on my site, most of my videos are with my 5-year old. She wants to be involved. She wants to be with dad. So that makes me happy. So creating that time is what I was actually looking for. So
Wow. I seldom hear stories about solo dad, and it really amazed me. I don't know, for some reason, if you're a solo dad, people are proud of you. And because you were able to raise kids and you were able to handle all your responsibilities, and you're doing a job of a mom as well. You know,
Ye-
it's
yeah, it's a lot of work. I can't take credit for it all myself, because my partner, she does her part, but
uh,
for me, there's a time I got to step up and do my part. My parents raised me to go to school, get a job, take care of your family. So it's my responsibility to show my kids that if you work hard and you do what you're supposed to, you can have anything you want.
great. Yeah.
So they know dad gets up, dad goes to work, and dad does what he's supposed to. So hopefully, with this business, they say dad's putting a little bit of extra time, and wow, he's creating more time for us. So
Mhm.
they see the opportunities, and which
Great.
makes it so much better for the family, for sure.
So that goes with the convenience of this business, right? You want to share the convenience of this business for you. How were you able to manage the family time together by handling your own business?
Yeah, so it's crazy. When I first found this business, I was actually on vacation. I
Oh,
was I was actually in Florida, and I was scrolling through my Facebook feed, and I was like, I know this lady, and I worked with her before, and she's now my mentor.
all right.
And so I was like, oh, this is cool. She's spending time with her family. She's going on trips, camping, cookouts. It's like that's what I needed. I mean, I work all year long and then go on vacation. And I was like, and I'm already on Facebook. I'm already on Instagram. And it was an easy transfer to just add extra things to. The training was easy. Was convenient. I did it on my time, and there wasn't a timeline to it. I kind of just paced myself. I followed the steps that the training provided, which made it pretty easy, and it was convenient. I worked on my time, which was nice. And I was my boss, so the only person I had to answer to was myself. And then my kids were like, "Are you making another video? Are you making another video?" So it's their time, my time. But the more I do my business, gives me more time to spend with them. So, um, I spend. It's nice because I can spend maybe a couple hours at the beginning of the week. I can plan for the whole week, with my postings and things like that, and then I can fill in the gaps with photos of me and my family
Yeah,
on my time. But most of it I can plan ahead of schedule. Nurses, we kind of detailed oriented. We kind of have things structured, so it's structured the way I want it, and I can plan for the whole week. And I kind of set that time, whether it's late at night or early in the morning while the kids are still sleeping. I get on my laptop, I kind of do my little post, and I can schedule for the whole week. If I was a little more dedicated, or more motivated, and I'm very motivated, I probably can blast out a whole month worth of postings on Facebook and stuff like that. But
and yeah, and I know you spend a lot. We all spend a lot of time on Facebook, on all this social media, and why not do this business anyway? You're
right.
enjoying it as well,
Yeah,
right?
I mean, we're already there. We're sharing our experiences already with our friends and family, and we notice other families and their experiences. It helps everybody relate to what we're going through, and we kind of can share the good times with them, and unfortunately, sometimes the bad times. Um, I had a friend of the family member pass away not too long ago, and I was like, wow, it was a sudden death, and you don't expect it.
Yeah,
Um, and I was like, life is too short to sit on the bench and think about, if I had more time, what if I could have done this, if I could have done that. So I
right,
want
right.
to do the work now, so I can have the time to have with the family, to have with my friends, at least share the experience so they can see it, and hopefully be inspired by what I'm doing, to do something similar to what I'm doing, if not the same.
I agree with you. Yeah, life's too short, right?
Yeah,
So
very
let's just make a step to do what we can do for our family, to our loved ones. And this digital business is going to be helping us a lot. And we can pass it on to our kids in the future. It's going to be yours forever. So,
definitely.
yeah,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, yes, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
They see everything we do. The kids, they want to be like their parents, and they see you working, they see you working hard, or they see you working smart.
Mhm.
It's like, hey, my dad got online. My dad has a business online. I want to be like my dad. And that kind of gets me goosebumps, makes me feel good, because whether they look up to mom, they look up to dad, they're looking up to somebody. You always want to be a good role model. Um, but my kids are like, oh, that's cool. That's
I
that's
hope your kids are watching now. My dad is on live, right?
yeah, that's right. If she had a chance, she'd be in this room with me, hanging out and trying to, hey, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah,
Yeah, our kids are inspiration. It motivates us a lot. And, you don't know, but the kids really appreciate what we do for them,
Yeah.
especially, you've been working so hard, you've been working on this business, and your full-time job, you have a full-time job working on the weekdays, and end of the day, it's what our kids say about us. And I know deep inside us them that they are very proud of you,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. They are. They are.
Yeah, that's
Um,
nice.
they're the motivation. When it comes down to it, that's the why. That's
Yeah.
the why. That's the reason you get up. You get up every morning. Whether you're working online or you're going in to work for somebody else. I get up. I'm doing it for my family. I get up. Put my boots on and head to work. If I don't, they don't eat. They don't have a place to
Mhm.
live. They don't have clothes. They don't have nice things. And then their life is a little bit harder. I didn't bring kids in this world to have them struggle and have
Yep.
them their life to be hard. So uh, I get up. I got to. But the quality of life, it's all about the
Yeah.
quality of life. I
You
can
must.
give them everything they want, but are they getting the best of me? Are they getting the best life? I think I would like to think so, but now that I know that I run my own business,
Mhm.
this is the way to go. This is an opportunity for them to have the best of me and the best life our family should have. So
Nice. Well said. Great
thank
job, Jason. I'm so
thank you.
proud of you. Kudos to us.
Right? Kudos to us. And if anybody sitting on the fence thinking about whether or not they should do this or not do this, if you don't do it, you won't know. You know what
That's
I
right.
mean? But if you actually take that step, take that chance, that believe in yourself, you'll find yourself doing amazing things. And you won't know until you try. And you have that opportunity, uh, and everything's laid out. Everything's laid out, and I think I'm tech savvy. I can operate my smartphone and my laptop.
Yeah.
You know what I
But
mean?
you don't need to have to be tech savvy as well, right?
Yeah, you don't have to. It's they lay it out in the training so well. If you follow step by step, it's hard to go wrong. It's truly hard to go wrong. Just take your time. It's not a race. You know, uh, you just take your time, and if you do it step by step, like I said, you can't go wrong.
And this training is supported by video. So
Yeah, everything I've done, it was by video. I did it on my time. It was easy to understand, and they did it step by step. And everybody has different operating systems, whether they're using on their Apple or their Chrome notebook or their phone. I mean, it's step by step, and they lay it out. And if you don't understand the video, there's your mentor and your coach and people willing to help you. So it's easy to
did you have
ask.
experience when you started this business? Did you have any business experience when you started this?
No, zero.
Mhm.
So I've been working since I was 15. My mom. I come from a big family. My mom was like, if you want extra clothes, if you want the nice stuff, because
You have to work extra.
having 5 kids, it was tough for my mom to give everybody brand new stuff all the time. So go to work. So I went to work. I bought my own school clothes. I bought my own car. I worked hard for it, and then I joined. Right out of high school, I joined the Marine Corps. So I'm a veteran. I spent 10 years in the Marine Corps.
Mhm.
Um, so I knew anything I wanted, I had to work hard for. It was something my parents instilled in me. Work hard. You can do whatever you want. But I never ran a business. But I know that if you want something, you just got to work hard for it, and
That's
eventually it's going to happen. And it's a proven system. I'm watching everybody on my Facebook stream, and it's not like I don't think they're getting random people off the street to make videos. These people are actually making videos and showing their success, and it's not to rub it into my face, but to inspire me. And it's like it's people from all around the world, and I'm like, wow, I
yeah.
can do this. I can do this. And
You
so
just gotta believe we can do it. Yeah.
that's it. All you got to
And
do is believe.
guys, this business is not a get rich scheme, quick scheme business. Of course, you have to work for it. The
Yeah,
only good about this is you can work at your own time and at your own pace.
that's right. It takes commitment. It takes commitment. It takes faith. Um, it's a little bit of investment, but you invest in yourself. I know that um, when I go to work, you know, they're not always telling me, hey, good job, Jason. Hey, you know what? I'm going to give you a raise. I'm going to give you time off. Let me give you some time off and still pay you. That really doesn't happen. Um, but with at least my job, with my business, I know when I'm doing something good and somebody reaches out to me and say, hey, thanks for putting this on there. Hey, great post, great video. And my videos aren't that good. I'm still kind of nervous talking on, it's the hardest thing for me to do is talk to my cell phone. Try making a go live video talking to your cell phone. At first it was kind of, this is kind of strange. And people look at you like, this guy is just talking to his cell phone. And, you know, that's my biggest hurdle, is just talking to myself. When I'm not really talking to myself, I'm talking to you guys. But here we are. We're doing it again.
But I just want to tell everybody that we're not really obliged to do this, right? It's not
Right.
an obligation. It's just like our free will, because we are like, we wanted to introduce our business because of our own experience. We want to share to everybody, about how what benefits the business gave us, right? So
Right.
it's not an obligation that we have to be live or we have to
No,
make a video. No, no,
no, it's just about sharing,
sharing.
like the kids say, sharing is caring. No, sharing is caring. And if I didn't, in order for me to be successful, I think that I've got to share my success with other people and show them how to do it. If
Right.
I can help one person create a little more time with their family, or maybe put a little bit of money in their pocket. The holidays are coming around, and you're talking Thanksgiving and Christmas, and some people might not have enough food to eat, or buy gifts for their families. Like, if I had just a little bit more money, maybe I could have done something a little bit nicer, or maybe I could help somebody else's family in time of need. And this is what that does. It creates that opportunity.
Jason and I are mentors, and we are here to help everybody, anyone across the globe who are interested to get into this digital business. We are here to help you put up your own business, right, Jason?
Yep.
And how could they join our business?
So we register at our website,
Yes,
and it's like I said, everything's step by step.
here below.
There's nothing guessing. There's no guessing to it. You register, you watch the free webinar, and if you feel
Free,
like it's a good fit for you, then you go ahead and click the
sure.
link, and
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, and it's free, guys. So there's nothing to lose. If you register, just sign up, watch it. If you feel like it, good. If not, that's fine, right?
Yeah.
So
And follow us on Facebook. Follow our journey, and
follow the journey.
that will show you what we're going through, and how we handle things, and our ups and downs, because we're human. It's never perfect, but we'll share the good times and the bad times with you guys, and yeah, you'll see it definitely right here on Facebook, on our business pages, on our personal pages. We're here for you.
Yeah. So visit Jason's personal business page, Jason Nieves, online business owner, on Facebook when you get a chance. Okay. Jason, let me cut you because I got a lot of people watching us. I just want to greet them. Joanna, hi, Joanna from Australia. Michelle, good morning from Houston. Maureen, watching from Canada. And Relene, watching from UK. Wow, this is global.
Good morning, everybody.
Zilneb, watching from Indianapolis. Cherry Ann from New Jersey. Kathy from Indiana. And Sana from Saudi. Wow, all the way from Saudi. Wow, you see,
Wow.
and yep. So you see, guys, this business is global. You see, everybody's watching. This is open for anyone across the globe. So anyone who want to join, this is global, and this is the good part about this business. Right, Jason?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Global, and 24/7, 7 days a week.
Yep.
Somebody's online helping each other out, and planning for success.
Yep.
Planning for success.
Okay, Jason, is there anything you want to share to advice to all the fence sitters, to all the solo dad, all the dadpreneurs?
If I have any advice to anybody sitting on the fence, have faith in yourself. if you want something better for you or your family, take that step. Without taking that step, you'll never know. And then you'll be sitting on the bench wondering, if I would have took that step, could I be the next person on this interview, or could I be having that quality of life, that better life that I need. But if we don't take that step, we'll never know. So my advice is, uh, take fear by the horns, ride it all the way to the finish line, and uh, get on board.
Yes. All right. That's very well said, Jason. Anyway,
Thank you,
I would like to
Christine.
congratulate you for being a, a good dad. I'm so proud of you.
Thank
Everybody,
you.
I'm sure everybody, your children are really proud of you. And
Yes.
you know what? Kudos to all solo parents.
Yes. Yes.
Anyway, okay, Jason, thank you for accepting my invitation here.
No
It's
problem.
really
Thank you, Christine.
very nice to hear from you from your story. Guys, I'll see you on our next Let's Talk Business. Have a good day.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.